Hi, Emma. So wonderful to meet you. Oh, thank you. So do you. I feel like we're dressed to like...
We are. We're sort of negative.
I know. What is it, like angel and devil? Do we go for that?
It is.
Yeah, I'm here for it though. Thank you. So do you. Honestly, this is an honour and a privilege to talk to you. And you have the same wonderful dry wit and sense of humour that my mum and her best friend do. And I've said to them for years, the three of you need to get together, have a vodka martini, and let me just watch it play out. So this is wonderful for me. Firstly, what an incredible film. What an incredible film. And I have so many questions, but I'm going to try and not waffle. Oh, sorry. I thought he was tapping me on the shoulder. It was his microphone. I feel very passionately about this myself. I work for Dream Boys, so we create a space where women can come and kind of experience something a bit more sexual, watching the men, somewhere they feel safe. Maybe if they've been through abuse, they can just witness, etc., etc. Why do you think that this is such a vital topic, and why do you think it's come around so late?
Because what women want is not at the top of anyone's list. It's not part of the mainstream. It's not written to any part of our culture. So that's that we simply don't know. And a lot of women actually don't know what they want. It's a very complex question. I mean, you ask women what they want, they go, well, I don't know, am I allowed to want? It's wanting okay? It's not really okay, is it? I'm supposed to give, aren't I? I'm supposed to be giving and sorting out everybody. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll sort everyone out and then I'll think about what I want. But I still don't know what I want because I'm still thinking about what everyone else might need. So we're not trained to think about what we want. And whilst I think it's very good that we consider other people as a matter of course, and I think that would be very, very good if it was shared by men. For me, feminism is not about becoming more like men, but men becoming more like women. I think that this question of female sexual pleasure is a very hidden one and not discussed. And I think that the fact of its hiddenness is a huge problem for all of us. It's connected to our self-hatred, it's connected to internalised misogyny and looking at our bodies and not feeling comfortable with our bodies. And if you don't feel comfortable with your body for a start, how can you experience pleasure in it? Because you're constantly thinking, there's something wrong with my body. I think that us not discussing it is one of the causes of the huge levels of sexual violence, because there's nowhere in which we can be honest with one another, and so I think that's why the film is a zeitgeist movie, because I think this is the time and this is the place and this is the moment.
I love that so much. I mean, your ability to depict emotion and on screen is just stunning. I mean, obviously we can all talk about that scene from Love Actually. It gets me every year. Every year I watch it at Christmas, and every time it hits me in the chest. And I think that's why you're so perfect for this role, because you take us through an emotional journey. If you had advice to give to up-and-coming actors about exploring that raw, vulnerable part of themselves to tell stories like this, and also as young women growing up, what would you say to them about this story, this experience, and your experience as an actress telling these stories?
Well, I think that writing new stories is essential, and I think that if you're young, if I were a young actor, what I'd be doing is I'd be writing stories. I would be writing. I wouldn't hang about, because you can make films now very, very easily and with quite small budgets. Now, I'd be writing my first short film and thinking, how can I make this? I can make it on a shoestring. I'll make it on my phone. There's all kinds of ways in which we can create art now, this kind of storytelling art. I think it's a very good time, actually, for new stories to find their way. I also think that the sort of stranglehold of just the white man's story is dying, really dying. And whilst I grew up and that was all I had to look at, and I really enjoyed a lot of it. I enjoyed watching Marlon Brando and Robert De Niro and all of those guys, but enough already. So I think that as well, the audience is so ready for new stories, so hungry for new stories, thirsty. So I feel like even though this is a small film, it has got a very, very wide reach, and already it's kind of doing that thing that sometimes happens of just going, It's this really nice feeling.
I totally agree. Thank you for your time, and also thank you for being a part of this story and teaching it to us, sending the message out there to the world, because it's the story that I needed and I need. It's the story that a lot of women out there need. So I'm so thrilled that you're part of it, and thank you, all of you, for doing it for all of us. And it was honestly an honour to meet you. Thank you. Thank you so much.